The mayor of New Jersey calls Republican presidential hopeful Donald Trump shameful for saying American Muslims cheered as the Twin Towers came tumbling down on 9/11.
There were people that were cheering in the other side of New Jersey where you have large Arab populations. They were cheering as the World Trade Center came down. I know it might be not politically correct for you to talk about it, but there were people cheering as that building came down, as those buildings came down. And that tells you something. It was well covered at the time, George. Now, I know they don't like to talk about it, but it was well covered at the time. There were people over in New Jersey that were watching it, a heavy Arab population.
All right, so no one can remember that. No one. New Jersey Governor Chris Christie can't remember it either. Still, even he appeared to skirt the issue, telling a reporter on Sunday, quote, "I do not remember that, and so it's not something that was part of my recollection. I think if it had happened, I would remember it. But you know, there could be things I forget too. I don't remember that, no." To be clear, there are no reports, and no video that matches Trump's claims. So let's talk about this. CNN military analyst Lieutenant General Mark Kirtling is here. I'm also joined by CNN political commentator Errol Lewis. He's also a political anchor at New York One News. Welcome to both of you.
Good morning.
Thank you.
Good morning. So General Kirtling, is such rhetoric helpful in the fight against ISIS?
Not at all, Carol. And I can tell you from times when I was in combat and some politicians or some reporters would say some things that we knew were contrary to the truth, and in fact debilitating. Even when bad things do happen, the continual drumbeat on something like this would cause challenges to the campaign plan, and they certainly are. But especially when they're not truthful. And many reports have shown that the New York Times and both local television stations in the New Jersey areas have done an extensive scrub on this information, and there are no indicators that this ever happened. So again, this is Mr. Trump stoking fear, which is not helpful to the commanders on the ground or those who are trying to execute a campaign plan against ISIS.